Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the Technical Trader. It's Wednesday, April 28th. And once again, these are the charts of the day, and we're doing it alphabetically as usual, starting with Federal Agricultural Mortgage, AGM. I've noticed this stock a couple, 3 weeks ago, but didn't do anything about it, but I just can't ignore the momentum that we're seeing on this stock. After it broke key overhead resistance in this zone, and we can draw another line across this high back a year and a half ago, that broke it out. That stock has been motoring higher ever since that double line of resistance was taken out here. Notice the move that has seen it run from about 8 to over 22 a couple days ago. It backed off yesterday, but today popped another $1.64, and looks like momentum is still intact, although there is some overhead resistance in this zone just above here. If it does get a breakthrough, you could see this stock run into the high 20s, maybe low to mid 30s. So it's a stock to definitely keep an eye on for continuous momentum and higher levels. BioCryst Pharmaceuticals has been acting pretty well of late. Let's take a look at the long-term basing pattern that formed over the last, 5 or 6 months. First, a coil formed, which the stock broke out of right there. We had a nice move in early April. It then pulled back on lower volume, got quiet in this area, retested the trend line, and today popped 96 cents, or 13.6% on the biggest volume we've seen, 3.5 million shares. That goes back, the largest volumes this year anyway, going all the way back to October of last year. Now it closed right at, it tagged the lateral price resistance around 830 today and backed off, but if it should make it through there, I'd be looking for an additional thrust that could maybe test low to mid-teens on it. We'll see if that does occur. There is some resistance up around the 10.5 area. My first trading target, secondary target around 13.5. China Electric Motor, CELM, has been motoring, no pun intended. Stock exploded here early in April and has been motoring out ever since. Had a little flag here, but today it popped another 56 cents or 6.5% on solid volume, the best volume in 2 weeks, making a new all-time post-listing high. Looks a lot like this stock can move forward and advance further, provided we get a cooperating market. Something up in 11-12 zone, my next trading target. CPI Corp, symbol CPY, absolutely exploded about a week and a half ago and has not stopped to look back. Big volume broke it out of a multi long head and shoulders type pattern. Here's your left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and the breakout of the neckline. Since that occurred, the stock's been really flying. In the last 8 or 9 days, it's gone from 15 to 29 and almost 30, almost doubling in 2 weeks. So a tad ahead of itself and extended. We could see a pullback at any point, but momentum is strong enough that this stock could make it into the low to mid 30s, maybe even mid to high 30s over the course of the next few sessions. We'll see what develops there. Delcath, drug delivery biotech stock, has been acting great since we first highlighted it a couple 3 weeks ago, and it continues to move higher. Today up another $1.05 or 7% on 4.4 million shares as volume remains heavy and steady in this zone. Perhaps we'll see something in the high teens to low 20s short term, but again, a lot of these stocks have strong momentum, and they have not been abated, but could at any point reverse and pull back for a retest consolidation period. FARO, F-O-E, had a nice move today. Took out key resistance here and jumped $1.28 to a new multi-year high. That's about a year and a half high. Next level of resistance up near the 06 and 08 lows right there. That brings us to about the 13.5 level. That's my next trading target. And beyond that, maybe something up towards the 15, 18 zone. ISSI has been doing great of late. It's a member of our Fab 40. We've not noticing how it's been developing a beautiful coil pattern over the last 3 weeks, but today gapped up, popped out, traded more than 4 million shares and jumped 22.85%. A clean breakout However, we're at the top of the channel and lateral price resistance here. Could see some difficulty, but a move through here could see the stock explode towards the 17-18 zone, the next trading target. Keytronics, which had moved steadily from last year's summer low around the $1.50 level up toward 6, then went into a coiling mode over the last 3 months. Today it popped 80 cents at 13.77% on the heaviest volume traded in 2010, and actually going back to it looks like '06. So the strongest volume in 4 years on a breakout should lead to my next trading target up around 7.5 3/4 zone, and beyond that 8.5 9. Owens Corning, well-known company, has been moving strongly, and today jumped a whopping 341 on its 6 million shares. With a strong surge today, could see higher levels. Overhead resistance up around the 36 zone from the '07 high may be tested, at which point Owens will go into a new all-time high. RFMD had a big day today, also getting a significant breakout, popping 43 cents or nearly 8% on 25 million shares. That's the heaviest volume on an up day all year, and looks like at this point, with that breakout, we could see something that takes this up towards the 7 level, 7.5 level, and beyond that, 9, 9.5. Sturm Ruger, RGR, the gun manufacturer, jumped today, breaking out across key resistance, but accelerating to the upside, jumping at $1.95 at 12.5%. Strong surge in volume and technicals. The stock may have a shot at reaching up in the 2022 zone, where the '07 highs existed at 22.58. Silicon Image, SIMG, broke out of a significant basing pattern with a surge out across these highs, and today accelerated a bit out of a little flag pattern on strong volume, the best volume of 2010. As a matter of fact, the strongest volume of any day since June of last year, almost a full year. Up 55 cents or 16%, 2.6 million shares, looking for higher levels, and projecting something potentially around short-term trading target around 5, 5.25, and beyond that something at 6 3/4, 7. And last today is TZOO, which recently has accelerated with volume. You can see a clean breakout 3 days ago, the day before yesterday actually. Yesterday was an inside day, pause on lower volume, and today it popped another $1.28 or 6.78% on solid volume. Looks like TZOO may have some momentum here and could continue its move to test the 25 zone short term and maybe 30 to 32 zone on an intermediate term basis. That's it for today. There's some new ideas for you.